Welcome to the Bendano Podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Cathy. Cathy Engelbert comes out late last night and lets the world know time is of the essence. We are on the last leg here. If nothing gets done by Monday, the schedule will be impacted. Now, we've all heard that before, huh? We've all heard that before. If a deal's not done by March 10th, the schedule's going to be impacted. And here we are at March 14th. A deal's not done. And now it's if a deal's not done by March 16th, the schedule is going to be impacted. Cathy, are you going to hold true to this? Or are you not going to hold true to this? Are you actually going to show a line in the sand? Hey, if this isn't done, I know what Adam said. I know what we were talking about. Now I'm saying it. If this deal is not reached by the 16th, schedule is going to be impacted. Things are going to need to be pushed back. Training camp pushed back. Potential games might be missed if this deal is not done. Now, we've seen the players, some things the players say, oh, this is a non-negotiable. Oh, this is a non-negotiable from the players. But what have we seen throughout these negotiations? It's a little bit negotiable. They're willing to come down and play ball. Now, Cathy Engelbert, my question to you, is that March 16th date, is that non-negotiable? Are we going to hold your feet to the fire here? If there's nothing done by Monday, are you actually going to come out and say, we told you. We told you this was the day things needed to be done by. You took our last deadline, didn't really take it too seriously. Fine, we allowed you to do that. But this deadline that I just said yesterday, we're serious about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Shout out to Alexa Filippo. WNBA, urgent to reach new CBA by Monday to not impact the season. WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert told reporters Friday that there is urgency to get a new collective bargaining agreement done by Monday to avoid disruptions to the preseason calendar, including training camp and preseason games. Quote, we have to get it done by Monday. I should say, we have to get it done without disrupting some part of the fact that we've got to run this two-team expansion draft, Cathy Engelbert said. We've got to get expansion going. We've got to get free agency going. We've got to get the college draft, which is now a month from today. Now, if the season gets pushed back, let's say nothing gets missed, no games get missed, we're just moving the season back. I would argue that is worst case scenario for the WNBA. Every week that they push back further into the thick of college football season, into the thick of the NFL season, into the thick of Major League Baseball playoffs, every time they get closer to competing with that section of the sports calendar, it bodes worse and worse for the WNBA. The quicker we get this deal done, the better. Why? The summer's wide open. Yes, there's baseball summer, but baseball doesn't really heat up in terms of the national audience until late September, October. The whole summer is wide open for the WNBA to take. They need to get a deal done. The league and union have bargained for double-digit hours each of the past 4 days, starting Tuesday, which was the initial target date the WNBA gave the union for the completion of a term sheet to avoid scheduling impacts on the 2026 season. See, they've heard this before. So now if I'm the players, if I'm the WNBPA, well, you weren't really true to your word on that deadline. Why should I think that you're true to your word on this deadline? Cathy, you're going to need to show them you're true to the word. You're going to need to show them that this is an actual real deadline. March 15th? Yeah, March 15th. But I told you March 14th. March 17th? Yeah, but I told you March 16th. Yeah, it was done Tuesday, but I told you we needed it done on Monday. Yeah, it was done Wednesday, but I said 2 days ago it needed to get done. Training camp is scheduled to begin April 19th, and the first preseason games are slated for April 25th. Women's National Basketball Players Association Executive Director Terry Carmichael Jackson, who spoke before Engelbert's comments, said she thought the league's deadlines have often felt quite arbitrary. Damn. Nonetheless, Engelbert and Jackson agreed Friday that there has been progress this week, particularly in negotiating the ancillary issues during the past 2 days. Jackson said movement is still the word. As the sides engaged in their 4th day of intense negotiations, Engelbert said both sides, quote, still have a lot of items to get done. Monday is the deadline date. Monday now. Which means that they now need to negotiate through the entire weekend. I think the league, and particularly the commissioner and her team, have heard that transformational remains the goal, Jackson told reporters. As long as movement keeps us going in a forward direction, then I think we're good. Well, we heard for the first time that CATHY Engelbert thinks it's transformational. Jennifer Rosati, president of the Connecticut Sun, she thinks this is transformational. Jackson reiterated Friday that a system, quote, tied to revenue in a meaningful way remains a priority for the players. I think the continued conversations this week have helped us chip away at what the concerns are for both sides and how we meet them, how we address them, she said. The league and union have offered different systems to determine player salaries. The WNBA has proposed that players receive, on average, over 70% of net revenue, while the union's last known offer asked for 26% of gross revenue over the lifetime of the agreement. That is still incredibly way too high. Come on. You got to come down from that 26%. The union previously bristled at the league's proposal to give players less than 50% of gross revenue, while the WNBA has called the union's proposals unrealistic and claimed they result in hundreds of millions of dollars in losses. The sides exchanged year-one salary caps according to the latest known numbers of $6.2 million, not including revenue-sharing payments from the league, and about $9.5 million from the players. Quote, now we have to continue to do the dance and see where that nets out. Vice President Fisa Collier joined the in-person bargaining Friday evening, but fellow executive committee members Breonna Turner and Alicia Clark, who were present earlier this week, have departed. So Breonna Turner and Alicia Clark go bye-bye. In comes Nafisa Collier. She was done looking over the Unrivaled books. She was done cooking the Unrivaled books. She was done doing the whole Unrivaled media tour. She was done putting out all the Unrivaled propaganda. She was done paying off all of the shills to hype up the Unrivaled propaganda. Now it's time for her to finally join. Now it's time for her to finally join these meetings. Interesting. Quote, it is meaningful to sit across the table and listen to their concerns, them to listen to our concerns, and listen to why we think something that we're bargaining over is where we want to be, Engelbert said. Some cases they agree, some cases they don't. We listen to the players when they talk about things, and they listen to us, so you know, progress. Jackson added, negotiations last time, that's how we got it done. We just keep grinding and keep doing the work around the clock. Now, reports from AP, Doug Feinberg is saying that rumor has it the WNBA is coming up from that 15% number. Rumor has it that the WNBA is no longer sitting at that 15% number of revenue share, and whether it's 16, 17, that hasn't been reported yet. But it has been reported that the number for the first time is finally coming up. How high will the WNBA be willing to go in order to get a deal done? Or, like I've anticipated, like I've predicted, they just continue to raise that salary cap number, make their pockets seem a little fatter. Maybe they do acquiesce on a lot of these housing demands and a deal gets done. But we won't know. We won't know until Monday. I don't think anything's going to be accomplished Saturday, Sunday. Could be accomplished today, could be accomplished tomorrow. But Monday is going to be the day that we find out what's really been going on this last week. We got Caitlin Clark Hoops later today. We'll be back later with a video on that as well. I appreciate all of the support. What an off season this has been. Look forward to seeing you guys in the venue. Like the video, comment. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time. And as always, take it easy.